Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you a cryptocurrency trading show. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon UTC +7, so make sure you hit the notification bell so you're never going to miss when we're live or just genuinely uploading content overall. If you like the content, drop a little like on it. And without further ado, we're going to get straight into this. If you are new to the stream, say hello in the chat, whatever platform you are watching on, and I will be able to see it. All good stuff. So yeah, we're going to be starting off with Bitcoin breakdown, then going into altcoin assessment, where you guys can pick some altcoins that I essentially will pick apart live on stream, and we can find some trades for the day that we could potentially be executing. And then we're going to be going over to Shitcoin Showdown. This is where we go to Deck Screener and we pick a couple of coins to review and go through sort of a project checklist and see if they're worthy of an investment. And I do want to review one that we did do on Monday because that is doing extremely well. Okay, so yeah, we'll be going through Shitcoin Showdown as well. And then once we're done with Shitcoin Showdown, guys, we'll be going through to trading tip of the day. This is where I give you guys a bit of a trading tip to take away and some advice from my part using my years of experience in trading, and hopefully it can help you, just give you a nice little bit of a takeaway there. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into a lovely Bitcoin breakdown to start us off today. So, Bitcoin at the moment, guys, okay, Bitcoin has been a bit of a bloodbath, okay, it's been pretty negative towards the downside we have seen most recently, currently trading at 61,600 here in a downward sloping parallel channel. This is a bit choppy, to say the least, okay, it has been quite a ride to the downside here, and yesterday we did see the day before yesterday, we saw a significant low for Bitcoin at around 58,350. Now, it's an interesting number that because we were talking on the macro time frame about Bitcoin and the potential for essentially 56,600 being on the cards as the sort of the test point for Bitcoin. The fact that we have broke most recent lows on the micro time frame and we have set 58.3 does give us sort of an inclination, a bit of a sign here that we probably will see lower prices. Okay, so don't be too bullish just yet. I know it does look quite nice for a V-shaped recovery right now, but yeah, don't be too bullish just yet. Probably sort of a dead cat bounce scenario, and we're likely to see more downside here. Unfortunately, not on the short term though. Okay, on the short term, the quantum insight stochastic all the way at the top side, you got momentum that is continuously rising as well. After seeing such a low here on the momentum chart, it essentially looks like we are going to see a bit of upwards momentum coming through from here, but not too much, guys. Not too much. The points that I'm really looking out for here. Just referencing a couple of MAs, just keeping it super simple. Actually, MAs and volume weighted ATR bands here, a little bit more complicated. But you can see, let's zoom right in here. And I see 89F1 from Twitchland over on Twitch. Nice to see you on the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Yeah, appreciate you saying hello. Nice to see Twitch is working. All good stuff. And it's very new that we're doing cross-platform stuff. So yeah, positive stuff there. Yeah, you can see what we're working with here on the 4 hour here for Bitcoin. You can see the 7 SMA just down here, guys. We know how strong this is for tests for Bitcoin, especially on the 4 hour. If we are going to see the price reverse here, and after seeing a couple of wicks, bit of a test to the upside, not really finding that momentum to carry on here to see us actually have continuation of this micro uptrend for the last few days here for Bitcoin. There is basically a nice little cheeky move here. If we lose the 7 SMA. The 7 SMA, if we lose that, we're likely to come down to the 5-minute volume weighted ATR band here, guys. And remember, unfortunately, this is technically it is moving alongside the 4 hour, but it is the 5-minute volume weighted ATR band, guys. So it's going to be a lot more reactive to the price action than the 4 hour time frame, right? There's just going to be a little pocket of profit, I like that we could potentially be getting involved with here. Nothing too crazy here. It's going to be a move from 61.5 down to around 61.2. So it's a little scalp here today, guys. That's sort of what we're going to be eyeing up here, and it's going to be super simple. And the fact that we have seen many wicks to the top side here, testing moving averages, testing volume weighted ATR bands as well, and we haven't seen momentum continue here, it's kind of an inclination that we'll probably do a little tiny pullback. Nothing crazy here, nothing too crazy, but yeah, a pullback to this area is super clean, super profitable, I do think there. And we have actually just tapped the price action channel coming down here as well, kind of like the EMA ribbon, but with a bit of Fibonacci sprinkled in there as well. So yeah, it's a super reliable when you do tap this for a bit more heavy resistance to the downside. So it's definitely something to really be looking out for there. But yeah, that would be the short-term time frame here for Bitcoin right now. I do want to talk about the general fundamental news of Bitcoin right now, okay? And what I am referring to here, guys, is if it's going to load, yeah, the Mt. Gox situation. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but this was a long time ago. It was basically 10 years ago this happened, and essentially there was a hack on one of the major exchanges at the time when it was dealing with, I think it's 70% of all Bitcoin transactions. Let me just scroll down. I've got it highlighted here. Yeah, handling over 70% of all Bitcoin transactions in its early years. Okay, so this was a super established exchange. And again, 70% of all transactions just speaks for itself there. And essentially what happened, there was a massive hack. Okay, 2014, there was a massive hack. And they got hacked for, it was ridiculous. How much was it? Resulting in a loss of estimated 740,000 Bitcoin at the time. Okay, now that's currently worth $15 billion, guys. Okay, so pretty crazy stuff on that front. Now, what is happening and why is this relevant to us now, 10 years later? It's because in May, the exchange has actually moved 140,000 BTC worth over $9 billion into basically a wallet where they will be paying back people who actually lost money. The repayments are going to basically be starting from essentially now. Now, why is this, again, why is this relevant to us, guys? It's relevant to us because it's, oh God, I didn't mean to click that. Yeah, it's relevant to us. Don't be a virus. Yeah, it's relevant to us because essentially what is happening, people who haven't had their Bitcoin hacked basically 10 years ago are now getting their Bitcoin back. Okay, now, what was the price of Bitcoin 10 years ago? Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look. Back in 2014, let's scroll all the way back. I'm not sure exactly when the month was for the essentially the hack here, but in 2014, Bitcoin was either $821 or a low of around $280. Okay. Now, the price of Bitcoin now, of course, is 61,200 or something. Yeah, 61,700 today. So you can imagine the gains that these people are going to be making. It's going to be life-changing money for a lot of these people that held Bitcoin at this level and essentially lost it, okay? So what we can potentially expect here is a sell-off, okay? And what we don't know here is how quickly their repayments are going to be distributed. If it's going to be, say, 1 billion Bitcoin at a time here, so well, obviously they're doing $9 billion worth of Bitcoin, but if they do $1 billion worth of Bitcoin at one time, and then half of those people sold or 80% of those people sold, that's going to have a pretty serious impact on the chart, guys. It will mess up quite a lot of TA here and throw the chart all around because again, institutions will be either looking to buy this up if people are selling it, or they're just going to be selling it themselves and waiting for this whole scenario to basically play out here. $9 billion is not a small amount of capital, guys. It's not a small amount of money. So it's definitely something that that we need to be vigilant for. And this essentially is a bearish sign, unfortunately. And we just need to. I'm gonna keep close tabs on this, guys. So if you want more information, go follow me on X. I will be breaking this down and giving you guys some updates there because this is obviously super important. I wanna find out how quickly they're redistributing this Bitcoin back to the victims here, because if it is going to be super fast, then it's a bit of a problem. Okay, it's going to be a bit of a problem for Bitcoin because we will see some quite violent sell-offs here. I mean, I don't know how many percent it is actually from. We'll do it from the high. Okay, we'll do it from the high of that area just so we're not over egging ourselves here. I mean, it's already 3,000% there. So let's see, where are we? There is Bitcoin right now. So it's essentially 7,000% on their investment from the high. If we go from the low, it was it's 21,000% on their investment, guys. So we just need to be vigilant that if someone is getting their essentially their long position back into their hands and they've made 7,000%, they're very likely to sell off some of that investment. Okay, and again, $9 billion is not a small amount of money. So it's definitely something that we need to be vigilant for over the coming weeks. But again, I will be updating you on X. So if you want to go follow me on there, I will basically be giving out some updates as and when I do find out more information here. Moving on to Bitcoin on the macro here, because, I mean, there's not really that much to talk about that we didn't speak about on Monday here. I would like to bring up the bull market barrier, guys, and go into a bit more depth as to how long we've been in this sort of area inside of this bull market barrier. And what I mean by that, guys, sorry if my terminology is a bit crap there, is you can see how long it's been yellow. What happens after we see, what, 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10 candle body closes in that area back inside the bull market barrier, and what sort of pattern can we gauge from this? Is the run over? Are we going to see us lose 56.6? These are all the big questions that everyone's asking. So let's go back in history and let's see what we can find. Okay, I'm just going to sip the tea. Oh, that's the one. That is the one. I've got a really bad throat as well at the moment because I'm recording short form, streaming on YouTube a lot, so it's like my voice is quite strained. So yeah, ginger and raspberry tea is like it's proper soothing. But yeah, I see MG Motorsport in the chat saying, "G'day Chester, I was watching on Twitch, but I just wouldn't play for me. Much better here on YouTube." Interesting stuff. Oh, I know exactly why that is, because I haven't got my Ethernet plugged in. Great stuff. Let me text the missus and see if she can take care of that for me. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to quickly go do it, guys. Just bear with me 1 sec. I'm going to plug it in to make sure it's working everywhere. And yeah, it'll probably take me 2 minutes. So yeah, hopefully I don't pull any cables out or anything. But yeah, try and be patient. I will be back very shortly. Well, there we go. We're all plugged in. Hopefully it hasn't crashed the stream. Be devastating if it does. But yeah, hopefully it's all good. We got Tyler in the chat as well saying everything SHIB moves to that number. Every time SHIB moves to that number, FUD hits. Interesting. Tell you what, we will look at SHIB together on the Altcoin Assessment very shortly after Bitcoin breakdown. And yeah, that'd be quite a good one to look at. So yeah, thank you for that, Tyler. And Tyler is over on YouTube. Good stuff. So yeah, let's look at the bull market barrier for a second, because I want to see in previous cycles what sort of happened here when we were in this area for a long time, because we've had, what, 7, 8, maybe 9, 10 consecutive bearish candles in a row on the top side here. When did that last happen? It happened in May 2021, and we know the extent of the dump to the downside when that did happen, guys, and that was not nice at all. So yeah, it's just going on that figure here. Let's see if we can see anything from other cycles coming through on the Bitcoin index. Again, same scenario here after seeing quite a few candle body tests here, and candle body closes, we just see continuation to the downside here. So yeah, not too hot, but what we can gauge from this, guys, is every time that we do lose the bull market barrier after seeing such a lovely run up for Bitcoin in essentially this mini cycle that we're in right now, it's very clear that we can actually potentially get short position from the bull market barrier down. Okay, so that will be 56k down to some other figure around 50k, maybe 46, maybe even a bit lower at around 45, those sorts of areas there. But yeah, you can see every time that we do lose the bull market barrier after a significant run to the upside here, we do see quite a violent move to the downside. I mean, this is to the downside to market structure higher lows here, which would be 28K from the previous cycle. If we're using that as a reference point right now, I don't want to, but that will bring us to 38,600, guys, which is a pretty terrible thing for Bitcoin here. I really highly doubt that we're going to get there, but I definitely would be favorable for taking a short off this bull market barrier if we do lose this to the downside. With the Mt. Gox news and everything that has come out here, I do think that we are due some more downside here. I do, and what I sort of would be looking for here is breaking 56. If we could break 56, lines up with the bull market barrier as well, then it's very likely that we do see quite a significant move further down to the lower side here. Now, one thing I do want to touch on as well, guys, is yes, we've been coming down for a significant amount of time here, but we are still inside of this chart pan, guys. We're still inside of this lovely uptrend chart pan. But I just want to touch on these orange areas here. These are the resistance points of this this upward sloping parallel channel. The resistance points, they're not small, guys. They throw us down with a lot of violence here. 11% there. You can see here we've got another 21% there, and then here, even it does look a bit sideways, we did still see a 4% move to the downside there as well, guys. So the reason why I'm going through this now is CMG saying I'll head back to Twitch and let you know. Appreciate it. Hopefully it's working on TikTok and stuff as well, right? But yeah, what I'm saying here, guys, if obviously we've been trending down for quite a while here for Bitcoin, if we do see a move to the upside, I don't want you guys to get super bullish here, because it's very likely that we do see resistance coming through from this top side here. Look, it's top side of bull market barrier. It's top side of the chart pan. The resistance is usually 5 to 10% on average here from this zone. So even if we do bounce quite nicely here, I would still expect resistance from around 66, 67, that sort of area, just to summarize for you guys. Let's look at the quantum insight together, and let's get a little gauge as to what is happening there on the could do the daily to start us off. I mean, speaks for itself, really. The daily right now here is looking very violent, okay? In terms of how violent and in what direction, it is actually bullish, guys. The momentum to the lower side is super low. We actually haven't seen it this low since August. Yeah, since August last year, we haven't actually seen it this low, which is pretty bullish. If we flash back to August last year, when we did see it this low, we did actually see, yes, there was some sideways momentum from this point, but you can see it actually spiked up from, where are we? It's that candle there. Yeah, that'd be the candle open. 26.1, we actually saw a spike up to 26.8 and then sideways, and then a lovely further spike up to around 28K. In terms of percentages, it was worth around 8% to the upside there. So it's not a small move there, guys, coming down to these momentum lows here for Bitcoin. So that does give us a sign here that we are due a little bit of a way to the upside here. And this is simply to counteract what we have seen most recently for Bitcoin, basically coming from 72 all the way down to 58. It's been a bloodbath, right? It's an absolute bloodbath for Bitcoin. But yeah, just basically this means that a move to the upside to around 66, 67 is not out of the question. I wouldn't be long in your life on it. I wouldn't sell your house. I wouldn't sell your dog. I would hold back here and just have a very open risk trade. And what I mean by that is don't high leverage this. This is a type of trade that you want to have it actually, like, let's get this drawn in. So you'd want it something like, I don't know, stop loss super wide here, and then TP probably, or staggering the TP, something along the lines of that, right? So it's a very low chance that you get stopped out here, and you could basically hold this position for a really long time, and then yeah, we'll just get a nice move to the upside. So yeah, that's what I would sort of recommend here. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, guys, but yeah, that's sort of a safe position that I would be getting involved with there. if that is something that you did want to. So Tyler says, almost seems it's losing its dominance over alts, but retail hasn't returned yet, really. Yeah, you're completely right, Tyler. Retail hasn't returned properly yet. We are seeing a little bit, but nothing too crazy. We are seeing it in the meme space. The meme space is getting quite a lot of retail, but that's usually what happens. They come for the retail meme action because it's the easiest thing to understand. From a noob crypto investor, they go to the meme space, and then they move on to sort of the more technical side of things regarding technical analysis and also the fundamental side of blockchain. So yeah, that's sort of how the cycles work, in my opinion. But right now, Bitcoin dominance is actually a very pinnacle point. Can I bring this up on stream? I actually probably can't. No, I can't bring this up on stream right now. But Bitcoin dominance is at a really pinnacle point in terms of a chart pattern. We could, it does look like we are going to lose a significant level of support in the next sort of couple of months, which is great news for altcoins. We should see altcoins start to run on their own, which is super, super bullish. And I am waiting for a nice Ethereum move, actually. But yeah, that is going to be it from Bitcoin. Just to summarize, guys, a move to the upside isn't out of the question from the Quantum Insight here on the on the daily. We are the momentum super, super low, so a move to the upside isn't out of the question. The move to the upside would be up to around 66, 67, worth around 8%. Definitely something to consider there. But also, we need to be very vigilant of the Mt. Gox hack back in 2014, where they're now actually returning 140,000 Bitcoin, which is technically worth now $9 billion. So these investors back in 2014, they're up 7,000%? 7,000% on their investment. So it's very likely that we do see a sell-off coming through for Bitcoin overall, which will mean generally a bit of a market crash. And remember, guys, the institutions, the hedge funds, they all know this as well, okay? They all know this as well, so it's very likely that they will be reacting to this as well. But yeah, that's going to be it from Bitcoin. Let's jump over to Altcoin Assessment today. Here we go. Altcoin Assessment, guys. Make sure you get your altcoins in the chat if you want me to pick apart any for you. The first one that we are going to be doing today is going to be for... Drum roll, please. That's going to be for Tyler. It's going to be for Tyler, and we're going to be doing SHIB today. We're going to be breaking that down and seeing what we can be working with here, because SHIB is looking not too great overall. Okay, not too great overall, but yeah, it's taken off quite violently here. But yeah, we'll do a video on this, guys. So you just bear with me. I'm going to prep this and record the video live on stream with you guys and break it down. See if we can find some sort of trades and stuff like that. Just going to sip my drink before we get going. Anyway, and guys, if you are watching, drop a little like. It does help out the stream tremendously. Okay, let's get this going. Welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you an update on SHIB. We're going to be breaking this down from a technical analysis perspective, going deep down and dirty into the charts, looking for potential trades, looking for potential price predictions for this asset, and just a general update on what I think this chart could be doing overall. Okay, so starting off with general market structure from SHIB just in general from the start of this run here. I'm going to be jumping across to the weekly here. You can see the bear market low down at around this level here. You can see higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. These are market structure higher lows that are currently valid. Unfortunately, the lowest valid point for SHIB right now, which isn't going to be favorable, guys, is actually down at around 40. It's a 47% retracement. Even if you retrace 47% here, you're still in a bullish market structure, which is crazy, believe it or not. You're still in a bullish market structure because that is the previous higher low point that has essentially been respected here. This does make me want to get into sort of the Fibonacci of everything, because at the moment you can see the Fibonacci from the swing low to the swing high here. The higher high for this trend for SHIB, we have seen obviously quite a violent pullback, okay? And after seeing SHIB explode in a parabolic motion over the course of 2 weeks, basically banging 5x, basically near enough 5x, 4.7x on your investment there, it's completely expected. 372%, have a retracement of 60%, like, it's fine, man. It's meme coins. It's what happens here. It's just people essentially taking profit from the pump and confidence is not yet to be restored, and essentially the markets have been terrible. Like overall, Bitcoin's been terrible, setting new micro trend lows. General meme coin markets haven't been hot. We saw Pepe doing fairly well, all-time highs for Pepe. Not right now, but recently. But yeah, overall, the capital has been sort of flowing into other meme coins like WIF and BOEM and stuff like that. So it's not like too shocking to see SHIB at these levels right now. Do I think SHIB's over? Is it going to go to zero? No, it's not. It's very likely to actually have a move to the upside fairly soon, and we will get into as to why and as to where in specific buy zones very shortly. Okay, so going to be just talking about the Fibonacci retracement zones for a second, guys, because you can see obviously swing low to swing high, as just previously discussed. The key pinnacle point is this little 0.5 fella. Okay, this 0.5 fella here, because he is essentially the confirmation of the reversal of the trend. And what that means is if we lose this level in terms of a level of support, that's the confirmation that you're going to see lower prices. Okay, so just for reference here, if you lose 1 cent 4664, it's very likely that you actually tank down to 1 cent 1916, because the confirmation that you lose is 0.5, confirmation of the reversal of the trend, which is obviously bullish trend reversing, confirmation of the reversal. You're gonna take another leg down there. Okay, let's move on to the daily chart here, and let's see potential buying areas for this asset. Okay, so we've got the 0.5 on the edge of this trend line as well, on the edge of the lower side of this bull flag, which is looking pretty goddamn juicy. Things lining up. We love to see it here. So this would be a definite DCA sort of scenario here, or strategy for us to be using. And another point is that the volume weighted ATR band on the daily, this little green guy here, he is actually in a progressionary stance to the upside. And essentially what this means, guys, when he is progressionary, it's very likely that we see bullish momentum when we come down and tap this guy. Okay, we are tapping the 12-hour at the moment, but and you can see the bounce points from the 12-hour, they're not to be underestimated. At 10% there, 10%, 5% to candle body close here. So it is from a momentum standpoint, it's a great indication, this volume weighted ATR band on the 12-hour. We haven't touched the daily yet, so essentially this means there's potentially a move. I would be vigilant and just be cautious here for the move between the daily and the 12-hour here for around 4.23%. I think that's pretty much set in stone there. So that would be a nice long position for SHIB to be getting involved with there, and that'd be a quick in and out, make 4%. But in terms of a DCA strategy, a dollar cost average strategy, when you're buying the asset as it's declining in price to accumulate supply, this would be the buy zone, in my opinion, guys. The buy zone that I'm referring to is this 0.147, because, again, Fibonacci 0.5, usually super strong here. You will have the 12-hour and the daily probably creeping down with you in a digressionary stance at that point, so there will be support there. And again, guys, this is a this is a spot entry. It's a very clean spot entry. You're not going to be leveraging the hell out of this. So basically, there's going to be a no stop loss scenario. You can let this run and go crazy. What we're doing here, we're just accumulating supply for this next juicy alt season coming through. And this is just a lovely buy area. On the basis that we lose this area, yes, you would have bought. All you do is you buy the lower levels as well. You just keep buying the dips of the dips of the dips, and when we do see it spike again, obviously never invest what you can't afford to lose, and do your own research and all that good stuff. But if you've been accumulating for a significant period of time, and then you see a massive spike up like this, which always happens with meme coins, guys, you're gonna be making, excuse the French, but a shit ton of money, right? It's going to be a really solid strategy there. And yeah, that's sort of the play here for a lot of meme coins and altcoins overall here. Just DCA into these dumps here. And when we do see us start to really take off again in October, those sorts of times, then we will see pretty big gains overall. Now, let's go on the basis that you buy in this area, okay? Or I buy in this area, okay? And then we basically run up to bull market all-time highs here. Obviously, the high of the bull market, not all-time highs for SHIB. that's still going to be a 3.1x on your investment, guys. Okay, so you put in 3 grand, you're going to be making 9 grand. You put in 1 grand, you're going to be making 3 grand. So yeah, it's a really nice investment strategy there overall. I think that's a really clean thing for SHIB. Obviously, spot investment as well, guys. But yeah, that is going to be it for a SHIB update. Let me know what you think of the TA. Let me know what you think of the buy zones, whether you're going to be buying in the comments section. And if you like it, drop a like on it. If you never want to miss one of our uploads, make sure you hit the notification bell, and you're never going to miss one, essentially. But yeah, that's going to be it. Peace. But yeah, that was a nice little SHIB update. Some nice buy zones there, actually. 0.5 looks pretty clean, pretty sweet. And I see Veg Food Lover is back in the chat. Nice to see you on the stream there. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Gary Network views, please. Tell you what, I haven't looked at Gary Network for a hot minute, so we will look at Gary. We're gonna take a look at Gary here. Yeah, we'll have a look at Gary, and we'll see what's good. USDT. So we can get a nicer exchange. Do Mexi just to get a bit more data here, but one thing out of the back, guys, with Gary that I have seen is it might have changed now, who knows? But it's these disgusting wicks. They're just, this is just like, in my opinion, it's the devs selling into the pumps, and yeah, it just looks really horrible from an investor standpoint. You just don't buy a chart that does this, because it basically means every time you buy it, you just get wrecked by internal supply sellers and stuff like that, right? But let's see how the live price is reacting. I mean, it's got a little better here. It's got a little better here. Nothing too crazy, but market structure is obviously downside right now. We are continuously breaking lows here, and again, it's these wicks are just brutal, man. These are daily wicks as well, guys. This would be quite a common thing on the 5-minute or the 15-minute time frame here. But this is daily wicks. So essentially this is being held back quite aggressively here. See a nice move to the upside. God, they're not small moves. They're 20-30% moves here. Damn. Yeah, this is okay, nothing's changed, right? Nothing's changed. So you see like a big investment coming through, amazing stuff, pumps the price, and then it just gets sold into like crazy by either the community or the internal devs, either, I guess, putting more supply onto the market, or just selling off supply to try and keep the project running, essentially. So yeah, Gary Network, again, sorry Veg Food Lover, but not looking favorable. Let me have a look at what's next. What should we do an update on? Should we do an update on ordinal tools? How about that? Ordinal tools. Actually, I don't know if I've got any TA on that. No, I haven't got market structure, so I'm not going to bother with that right now. I'm going to jump over to not here for Mr. MG Sir. PS Twitch still all kinds of messed up. Oh no, that's annoying. That sucks. Okay. Weird. Hey ho, it is what it is. Hopefully, I mean, not hopefully it's your connection, but it's not for everyone else. Yeah. But that's kind of sucky. It's annoying because I solved the problem. Maybe I don't think it's my end. Otherwise, YouTube and TikTok and all these other ones would be messing up as well, right? So here Optimus says, can we look at FTM? I'm sure we can. Let's do an update on NOT and FTM actually. Let's just bang them out together. See if we can get some traffic coming through on the old channel here. I'm here today to give you an update on NOT. We're going to be breaking this down from a technical analysis perspective, looking at market structure, looking at potential key buying areas for this asset, and also potentially price predictions for what is going through and what we can sort of be looking for here, guys. So just starting off with some super basic TA. This is a completely blank chart. We want to be starting off probably. I mean, we can do the daily. So yeah, let's break this down together. That's going to be the low. Sort of the floor price there, and from that point we haven't actually seen any sort of high-low market structure on the macro here, so we are going to have to dump it down to the 4-hour and see if we can create something here in terms of a market structure to give us sort of those respectable pullback areas, which will be acting as higher lows on the journey down that we are potentially going to see here. So you can see this is what I've drawn in so far: 4, 7, and 11 there, up to 1 cent there. Good stuff. This would be the low Okay, this would be the low, this would be the higher low. Pullback, break that high, confirming that higher low. Again, coming up, pullback, breaking this high here with this move. This would be the higher low as well. Not actually there, it would be here. And this is basically the bullish market structure that we're looking out for. So as long as we're above 1 cent 1, we are still bullish, guys. It's good stuff, but it does mean that it is potentially a 26% price fluctuation here. Okay, for us still to be in this this bullish market structure. Now you're probably saying like, oh, why isn't this a higher low? This isn't a higher low yet, guys, because we haven't broke this high. Okay, we need to break this high to confirm this as a higher low market structure point. So yeah, definitely interesting. Not looking too hot right now, but potential for maybe a bull flag, maybe something along the lines of that, right? So this is the TA that we would be drawing in just off the bat. We're going to Control C, Control V that bad boy, see if we can get any sort of confluence there. There we go, looking lovely. Little bit of spillage to the downside here, completely natural when this happens. But essentially what this means, guys, it's a continuation chart pattern, and this can mean a move to the upside of 27%. Very clean, very nice. Not looking too bad. I do want to get some volume weighted ATR bands here up in this, but they don't seem to be working. I don't know why they're not working on this chart. Let's see if we can get some lower numbers here. They should be working. I don't know why they're not working. Here we go. There they are. Come to say hello today. Good stuff. Yeah, so these are very, very important here when we are trading this from a perspective like this. Ideally, we can see a breakout scenario coming through, and we will be using that 60-minute volume weighted ATR band as a clean TP zone, okay? And that'll be around 1 cent 7. So the reason why we're doing that is you can see the resistance of this bad boy is super, super strong, okay? And the distance here is still going to be a nice trade of around 4 or 5% there. But yeah, definitely an area to really, really be cautious of there for not overall. But yeah, not overall. Continuation chart pattern to the upside looks quite strong. Let's get some MAs and see if we can get any sort of other confluences there. And guys, if you like the content, drop a little like on it. It does help out the channel tremendously. We've just cleared the 55 MA as well, looking pretty good for a level of support. So yeah, this is looking clean for a breakup. If you go back to when we last cleared the 55, we actually saw a really nice big swoop to the upside there in terms of bullish momentum there. So yeah, looking pretty strong overall for that breakout up to that that volume weighted ATR band on the 60-minute. Probably looking at around 5% there, or maybe even 6% there. Looking really, really, really strong there. Good stuff. But yeah, that is going to be it for... Actually, no, let's look at the Quantum Insight and let's see what we're working with there. Stochastic super high. That means usually we're going to see a bit of a downwards momentum. We are seeing, actually, upwards momentum breaking structure. Okay, and this is interesting because this technically means that... we could see a nice move. Okay, this is actually quite a good sign to see something like this. I would be vigilant for this point. Okay, the 60.79. If we can get above that, then from this momentum standpoint, if we can get above that, then that will probably, let me try and get the chart back. I don't know where it's gone. That'll probably line us up for the entry point. Okay, entry point up to that volume weighted ATR band on the 60-minute, worth around 6% for that long there. So yeah, overall, not looking pretty good. That makes sense. Not the coin is looking pretty good. So yeah, just waiting for that momentum move to the upside and potentially a bit of sideways momentum to bring this RSI down a bit, and then we could potentially have a secondary wave like so that is plotted in here, right? But yeah, that's going to be your update from Not. Let me know what you think in the comment section. All good stuff. If you like it, drop a like on it. If you want to see more, notification bell on. You're never going to miss one of our uploads. That's going to be it from me. Peace out. Okay, that is Not update done, guys. And if you're just joining the stream, we are doing like updates for the YouTube channel while we're live. I'm not going anywhere, but yeah, we are doing updates live. All right, we've been streaming 40 minutes. So we've got 20 minutes left. I'm going to be doing FTM quickly. FTM. Previous trade on FTM. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Don't know if we did 16% there. Got to around 13. This is why we stagger the TPs all the way up. Good stuff. Probably actually, I'm not going to do an update on FTM. I'm just gonna break it down. This is looking pretty choppy overall. I mean, this is a strong, valid trend line here from the top side here. Let me just clear this up for you guys. Yeah, from the top side here is a strong, valid trend line coming down for resistance, and testing that for support has been good. Pretty strong bullish hammer candlestick chart pattern there, which is bullish. And from there, unfortunately, we have seen a bit of a pullback, but we are sat on the 0.618 Fibonacci there, with market structure tests here looking super strong. So yeah, it's actually not a bad place to be for a potential long here for FTM. I mean, it's still a bit choppy. It is still a bit choppy. This trend line isn't favorable. You can see it. It's very correlative overall. So yeah, it's definitely something to really be looking out for there. I don't like how this is sort of playing out right now. I would like the position to be a lot cleaner, like we did see when we first brought up the chart, making around 10% or whatever it was. But yeah, overall, FTM probably looks like it probably will swing down on the short term and then potentially swing back up. Okay, stochastic has crossed over to the downside here on the daily, so maybe a couple of days of downside here for FTM, and the fact that the momentum is creeping up as well. We've got money flow is super bearish as well, guys. So yeah, not looking too hot. Not looking too hot for FTM. I would expect potentially another swing down to maybe this market structure higher low point at 53, and ideally there is going to be another bounce there. But please take into consideration we have bounced there already 1, 2, 3 times here. So yeah, the more time you test something, the more likely you are to break it, okay, to the opposite direction. So yeah, definitely one to really be looking out for there overall, FTM. But yeah, we're going to be moving over to Shitcoin Showdown now. Let's have a look at the chat before we do that. Actually, no, I'll just bring up the stream and is it number 4 today? Number 3? No. Number 3. Number 4. It is number 4. Good stuff. Okay, yeah, so let's have a look at the chat. We've got Veg Food Lover saying, I'm sticking to it as its project is good and they've launched a new bot. Also, it's doing good. Twitter community is strong. Thank you so much for your opinion. Oh, God. Maybe in future it will do good. Hope so. I hope so. Hope so for your sake, right? Have a look at the website of Gary. Maybe you like that also. Bye, see you soon. Peace out. Peace out, veg food lover. Nice to see you back on the stream. But yeah, overall the chart did not look favorable, unfortunately. And as much of a fundamental trader as I am, I'm a lot more TA than anything. Now, this is the coin that we were talking about on Monday. Okay? Shitcoin Showdown, guys. We go to Dex Tools, we pick a couple of coins, we look at them, we go through our checklist, and we find one that is going to make us stupidly rich. That's going to make us some good gains overall, right? So the coin that we got involved with here is called Jason Derulo, funnily enough. It is actually the Jason Derulo. If you guys don't know who that is, it's like a pop star, I guess. He's not a rapper, he's a pop star, yeah. So he's a musician. He's a musician with a lot of reach on a lot of social media platforms, 150 million followers cross-platform there. And basically what happened, he jumped on a Twitter Spaces here, and yeah, what happened is he was meant to do a promotional deal with a company, and he was catching a flight somewhere, and the company, he basically said, "Oh look, you deal with it. I've read it. It looks good." It was meant to be like a gambling site like Stake or something like that, right? But it turns out it wasn't Stake. It was like Pump.Fun, which is obviously where a lot of shitcoin tokens are created. So he was like, "Yeah, cool, we'll do the promotion," and didn't think anything of it. Got on his flight, landed from his flight. The promotion had gone live on his X account. Essentially what happened, someone had promoted a shitcoin on his on his account. The chart went up and then it rugged. Like it rugged pretty crazily. Like if we go back to the starting point here, I think this is the scenario of what happened here. It banged it from like 70k all the way up to 1.8 million, and then the dev essentially rugged it all. and it was just a total shit show essentially. So what happened from that point? Jason Derulo obviously was like, my fans have just got like wrecked here. Wasn't my fault. I don't know what to do. So he asked some of his friends in the crypto space, because Jason Derulo apparently he's been in the space for a long time here. He's had Bitcoin since 2016, like, and Ethereum and Solana, and yeah, he's sort of explained himself there, and he wouldn't want to wreck people for the sake of like a 1.8 mil market cap. Probably translates to him making like 10 or 20 grand. It's super small. You just wouldn't do it, right? Because he's obviously worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So maybe not that much, maybe 200 mil or something. But yeah, so what he did is he bought up the coin. He made sure that the OG dev was out. He bought up the coin himself, and he's got a massive chunk of the supply in a wallet, and he's basically put his reputation on the line and saying, look, I'm not selling this. This is for the community. I'm going to be promoting it on all of my social media platforms to all of my audience, and bringing in all of my network. And we heard this quite early on at around 2 mil market cap. We got involved with this, and you can see in the last sort of day or so, we saw market cap of 18 million. Okay, so from 2 million to 18 million, near enough a 10x on our investment, around an 8.5x on our investment. So it was a super nice, clean move. And am I still in this? Absolutely. I think this is going to run like absolute crazy. There's literally the Jason Derulo in the Telegram voice chat every other day here on video, talking to the community as well. So we all know it's him. It's not AI or any of that. And he just put out a TikTok, a short form TikTok, bringing in new people to crypto. And yeah, he's got a lot of connections as well. So I think this is the type of coin that is going to do a whiff or a Pepe or something like that, right? It's going to be the biggest celebrity coin that's out there, because he's sort of making it his mission to get this done. And I don't know if you guys have seen the there's a Bitcoin documentary, and it's called Bitconned. I haven't seen it personally. It's called Bitconned. I've been meaning to watch it, but there's a guy in there called Ray. Okay, there's a guy in there called Ray who's apparently really established and really big in the space. He's actually managing this project with Jason Derulo and bringing in all of his KOL connections. And yeah, it's looking super bullish here. As I said, we're already up a significant amount of money from the 2 mil market cap investment, but this is looking like it's going to sail to 100, 200, 300 mil potentially. And for a bit of a narrative play here, Iggy Azalea, the female rapper, she released a coin and started promoting it on her socials, and that ran to $300 million. Okay, it ran to $300 million market cap, what, 280 I think it was. And she has quite a small reach, like, compared to Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo is the 15th most followed person on TikTok. The 15th most followed person on TikTok, and he's promoting this currency on his TikTok over the next few weeks or so. So it's kind of like, what more conviction do you want? This is looking like it's gonna make a lot of money here. It's it's looking really good. Okay, so if you think even getting in now with like $1,000, you get to this to 100 mil, it's 10 grand. Get 300 mil, it's 30 grand. To $1 billion, you're sat on 100 mil, like not 100 mil, sorry, a mil. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Hold on, that math was completely wrong. What did I say? $1,000 now, 100 mil is going to be $10,000. $1 billion is going to be $100,000. And like coins like WIF and stuff like that, and Pepe, and all these coins that have been pushed through TikTok and that massive social media reach narrative have been done this way. So it's kind of like, this is goddamn cheap. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase to you guys a bit more about this on what I've learned, because if any of you got involved with it, I want to keep you guys updated and stuff like that. But overall, super bullish on this. I'm not going to be selling anytime soon. I think we're going to run this up probably, like, I will make a significant amount of money if this gets to like 200 mil market cap. So I'll probably sell off quite a big chunk at that point and then leave my initial in for a potential 5x to $1 billion market cap after that. But yeah, it's looking really good. Like I've not been this confident about sort of a meme coin ever, really. Ever. So I mean, we hit a really good one called Billy. We did a 50x on that when we first started this stream. I think that was last week, and this week we've just hit an 8x on Jason so far. So I think this has got a lot of room in the tank there. I see MG Motorsport coming through saying not on exchanges yet though. Got to go through Dex Screener. Yeah, so you actually have to you've got to get Phantom Wallet. Okay, Phantom Wallet, which is like a Web3 Solana based wallet, and then you connect that to Radium. This is the simplest way to do it and explain it to new investors. Connected to Radium, which is essentially a decentralized exchange for Solana, like Uniswap, or for BNB like PancakeSwap. And you essentially just you paste the contract address here, which is just this one here. You guys can't see that. Yeah, there you go. You paste this contract address into Radium, and then you essentially swap for Jason. Okay, super easy. They are going to be releasing on I think I used Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter works as well, right? Yeah, Jupiter works as well. I personally use Phantom, not Phantom, Photon, however you say it. Yeah, I use that, and yeah, it's pretty good. Do get Mev botted a lot though, which sucks, but is what it is. But yeah, Jason, definitely one to watch, guys. I kind of a rule for these things. Like if I'm super invested in a project, like I don't really want to go and jump into loads of other projects, but we can have a look at a few just because of obviously it's Shitcoin Showdown, so got to see. But all of these other ones look kind of weak compared to Jason right now in terms of the reach. I'd prefer to put my money in sort of a sure thing rather than just a complete degen gamble, right? Because it's kind of rare that you do see a Jason or a Whiff, or like we saw a week ago, a Billy or a Myro or something like that, right? It's kind of rare that you see that. So yeah, this is not a nice chart in my opinion. You're seeing this get wrecked and no website. So yeah, I'm not going to touch Sprite. It's just usually probably a pump and dump. Yeah, total rug. Absolute no. It's number 2 on the list. One called Boobs. Love to see it, but no. That looks like a honeypot, and a honeypot basically means you can't sell. No, you can sell. People are actually selling on that, but yeah, not great. No X account, no website. So yeah, not ticking our boxes there. Vivuk, I guess this is meant to be a presidential candidate. Around 3 mil. Actually doesn't look bad. It's just got its own meta behind it. Not really sure on the website. The chart looks great. Yeah, it looks a really good chart on the for a 12-hour launch coin. Like on the 15-minute, it looks super clean. I would probably wait for a little dip here, but yeah, this one doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, I would be looking for a buy zone around this sort of area here. Obviously, a lot more things to look at here, but yeah, liquidity's good. You've got a strong narrative if it is a presidential candidate with this narrative. Of this stupid character that everyone draws. It's very memeable. And yeah, they've got a Twitter, Telegram, and all that good stuff. So yeah, looking pretty good. Chart looks super bullish here. So yeah, I wouldn't rule this one out actually. Not too bad. But again, I'm in a pretty sure thing here with Jason. So I'd likely want to put my more money in there if I would do anywhere, right? But yeah, that would be the pick today actually. So far, I would like to do some more research into Vivuk, but however you say it, I don't know. All these other projects are just looking pretty shitty, basically. Not great. Okay, that's a religious version of Trump. That religious coins tend to not usually do well because it kind of splits up the community, which so yeah, I'd stay away from them if you're new to sort of shitcoin trading. Again, rug. It's just rug after rug after rug. That's why it's super rare to find like a Jason or a Whiff. Yeah, another rug. So yeah, so we're just going to leave it there for Shitcoin Showdown today. And one to look at, and one that we might be calling in the call group once I've done a bit more research is this one here. Doesn't look too bad at 3 mil market cap, potentially 2 to 5x on the table there. If the blockchain looks good, which we'll do the research on. But yeah, if you want to join the call group as well, guys, we do have a link in the Telegram now, and you can go join it. It's called New Money Network Crypto Calls, And it's been going for quite a while. We stopped posting for a little while there and lost a lot of traction. But yeah, we are waking up with these streams as well. So yeah, we're going to be posting our calls in there and everything that we review on the Shitcoin Showdown here. And it won't just be me, it'll be Hamilton as well posting calls. But yeah, just to reiterate, guys, Jason is looking pretty goddamn good. Pretty good indeed. But yeah, that's going to be it from Shitcoin Showdown. Let's move on to trading tip of the day. Trading tip of the day today. Trading tip of the day today is diversify your portfolio. And what this means, guys, you need to spread your investments across different assets. So, for example, remember when Luna crashed? Remember when UST unpegged? If you had all of your investment inside of one coin that can essentially get hacked here, you're basically putting yourself in a vulnerable situation. You do not want to do that, okay? So you need to put your investment across many, you need to put your portfolio across many different investments, different coins, different industries. So you've got GameFi, you've got Meme, you've got like BRC20, you've got like the top 20 altcoins overall, the blue chips, you've got layer 1 blockchains. There's loads and loads of different categories that you can be diversifying your portfolio into, but this is definitely something that you shouldn't overlook, and you should split it up as well. You should definitely split your portfolio up into different categories here for crypto. And again, guys, if you are trading like an intraday trader, if you're doing that every single day, and you're also doing swing trades as well, you could actually split your portfolio up into different trading balances as well. So you could be trading your swing portfolio on the long term, and then your scalping portfolio on the short term. That way you're splitting it all up, and that way it's a lot easier to track and to sort of manage your process from sort of a data standpoint. But yeah, that would be the trading tip of the day, is diversify your portfolio. Good stuff. Hopefully that gave you a bit of information there on diversifying your portfolio and the risks about it if you don't do that. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people lose a considerable amount of money from doing that. And as well, guys, it's not, I actually missed a very key point on diversifying your portfolio. Spread it across different exchanges. If you're using centralized exchanges, guys, you need to be spreading your portfolio across many of them, because otherwise you run the risk of an exchange going bankrupt. I know it's super unlikely, but if that happens and all your money is in there, then you're wrecked. I mean, look at FTX, right? So many people lost like hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars with FTX because they had all of their portfolio in one exchange. You need to spread it up. You need to mitigate your risk there. Good idea on breaking down trading account into swing and scalp and so forth. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's really good. Good way to go. And also like hardware wallet as well. If you're spot trading, take your spot portfolio and chuck it on a hardware wallet and just leave it in the back of your wardrobe or something, right? And you won't be tempted to sell it. But yeah, that's you can do that with like ledgers, right? I think I've got a ledger knocking around here somewhere. No, it's not on my desk. Oh, that's over there. Yeah. Where's my ledger? Start losing my shit there. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in today. I do appreciate it. Drop a like on your way out. We will be back Friday with another cryptocurrency show. And just to summarize for Bitcoin quickly, a bit of a move to the upside isn't out of the question due to the quantum insight coming through for super low momentum here. And what are we? We're Wednesday today. So likely we see a bit of a move to the upside, and then Thursday, usually on Thursday, we see a bit of a dump there. So maybe a retracement back on Thursday. And just be aware, Mt. Gox is beginning everything. Okay, so if you want more updates on that, go follow me on X, and I will be giving you updates onto how much they're going to be distributing at a time, and anything I find out here, guys, because this will drastically affect the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I will be back Friday. Again, drop a like on the way out. It does help us out tremendously. And if you are not following us cross-platform, make sure you go do that as well. We are doing short-form content on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, go follow us on everything, and you're never gonna miss one of our uploads.